What's everyone? So, what I'm going to show is an example of how wrestling is changing Jiu-Jitsu. And as you're a practitioner, especially a Nogi, how you should start learning how wrestling is incorporating itself within the art, and how you'll have to work on these new layers of grappling that maybe as Jiu-Jitsu guys who mostly playing guard and just use just submissions and sweeps and guards, maybe are new to this idea of kind of wrestling up and wrestling reversals. So let's give you one sequence as an example of this, okay? So we'll start from an open guard, where I'm sitting, my partner's standing. Now, general rule, see how the stance is like so? There's a lead leg, there's a bat leg. A general I like to follow, I teach my students, is I'll have my lead leg match and my tuck leg match the bat leg. This way, I don't expose myself for any opening of a guard pass. If he steps inside my legs, guard passing happens, I don't want that. So I'll usually be here when fighting a tall standing stance. Now, from here, the wrestling is this. I have to threaten submissions and sweeps first. Whereas I'm battling, if my partner starts backing away, now I have more range to wrestle up. You have to pick your strategy based on distance. Submissions work at a closer range. Sweeps are medium range. Wrestling, reversals, generally speaking, are at a longer range. From here, I get a wrist grip, move to the middle. As I'm battling, I feel like he's backing away, not really giving me any type of pressure. I will arm drag up. So like so, as I catch, I'll pull, come up, waist control like so. Okay? This body lock, this rear body lock, is an important position to start learning into your game now. When you learn wrestling, learn to wrestle to the back as much as possible using Jiu-Jitsu concepts. From here, there's different ways to take the man down. One of my favorites is using a frame on the hip. I'll pinch my form to the hip. I'll push competitor forward. Usually what happens is they'll push back. Watch how I circle the other way to collapse him. As I push him forward, he pushes back towards me, I can collapse the man. Now usually they'll go to turtle. From here, we start going to a tight waist control. Again, these are wrestling details that are making their way within Jiu-Jitsu. From here, I'm going to turn competitor around. Once you have a tight waist, knee to knee, knee to tailbone, hand on floor, hand on waist, we look for a seatbelt first. If I can get it, I now will use a knee entry, where I'll go to my feet and punch my knee inside. Make sure your knees pointing towards the crotch. Now I'm going to sit down and pick them up with that same knee. This allows me to quickly get my foot inside, shrimp out, other hook in. Go forward and finish with your rear naked strangle. It's one of my favorite sequences on wrestling up when playing open guard.